Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Arpita Karwa and today in this video we are going to be looking at a very essential topic that is crucial for all the aspirants who are preparing for UGC NET exam. But before that, let me ask you some very simple questions. Are you spending hours studying but still struggling to crack the UGC NET exam? Do you feel like you read everything but remember nothing when it's time to revise for the exam? If you have agreed to both the questions and if your answer is a loud yes, then you are not alone. Many students spend months preparing yet they do not clear UGC NET exam because they lack a proper note-making strategy. In today's video, I'm going to share some genius note-making tips that will help me crack UGC NET exam in my very first attempt. By the end of this video, I promise that you'll be able to answer three most important questions. Number one, you will have clarity over whether you should make notes at all or is it just a waste of time. Can you prepare for a competitive exam without making notes at all? Then we are going to look at the quickest and the most effective way to make notes. And then finally, I'm going to also delve into where should you make notes for maximum efficiency. So stay with me till the end and let's master the art of note making for UGC NET success. In order to understand why note making is important, let's explore some amazing benefits that this activity presents in front of you. If you've ever questioned whether making notes is worth the effort and time, these points will give you clarity. Friends, the first benefit is that notes help in retention. It's a simple fact. जो आप लिखते हैं वो याद ज़्यादा रहता है. You can read the same topic 10 times, but if you write it down just once, you will remember it much better. Writing forces your brain to actively process the information, making it stick for a longer time. So if you are really looking for a short method in which you can retain things easily, then note making is something that is for you. Friends, the second benefit is that notes make revision easy. Imagine this, you've studied from multiple books, PDFs, online sources, and you've watched a couple of videos on different topics, and now is the last 1 month when you are going to revise all that you have studied in the past 4-5 months. Will you be able to go through 200 plus pages of PDF, and will you be able to go through 300 videos that you have watched on YouTube? Will you have the time to go through all of this again and again? The answer that I think all of you would agree to is that बिल्कुल नहीं. हम में से किसी के पास भी इतना टाइम नहीं है कि लास्ट के 1 महीने में हम इतना सब कुछ वापस से पढ़ें. That's where your notes come in handy. When you have well-structured notes, you can quickly go through all the important concepts in one place, saving you from last-minute panic. And it becomes so much more easier to just flip through the pages of your notes and your revision will become a cakewalk. And friends, the third benefit is that notes save time and energy. Many students think that note making is a waste of time, but in reality, it actually saves time. Instead of reading the same book again and again, if you read it once and you have made notes from it, you can refer to it later and you will be able to revise whatever you've studied in that book in 1/10 of the time. This way, you don't have to go through lengthy explanations again and again. Your revision becomes so much more faster because once you have made notes, revising your notes will just take 1/10 of the time of what you have devoted in first consuming the content. Now, before moving on, did I mention that I've created a special PDF that summarizes this entire video and provides you with exam-ready notes? You just have to drop a message on the WhatsApp number that's flashing on your screen or click on the WhatsApp link in the description box and I'm going to send the handy PDF right on your phone. So now that we have understood the benefits of making notes, it's important to also understand how to make exam relevant notes and what are the common mistakes that students make while they are making notes which give them a panic attack during the last few days of the exam. So I'm going to talk about 5 important tips in this entire video. The first one is to make exam relevant notes. When preparing for UGC NET exam, remember that there are 1000 plus topics that you have to cover. If I talk about UGC NET English, then there are about 1200 writers that you have to cover, which are frequently repeated in NET exam. If you start making detailed notes on each of these, you'll end up with hundreds of pages of information that might not fit in your little brain. But that's not even the goal, to just keep on making detailed notes on each of these topics. So that is where you have to use your common sense. And using that, the first thing that you have to understand is that you refer to the past year questions before beginning the process of making notes. This will help you to understand which writers or which topics are important, and which topics are frequently asked in exam, and which are the topics that you can completely skip, which are not being asked in the past 4-5 years. If a writer has never been asked in past 10 years, spending too much time on them might not be a good idea. Next important thing that you have to understand here is that please don't overemphasize on one topic. Remember, you are not doing a PhD on each of the topic that is a part of your UGC NET syllabus. I remember a lot of students who come to me who are preparing for UGC NET English, they get involved so much in making notes of one writer, let's say Francis Bacon, because he is one of their favorite writers, that student is going to make 70-80 pages of notes on just one writer, Francis Bacon. But reality is that only one question is asked about him, and that too in 2-3 years time frame. Not that Francis Bacon is repeatedly asked every year. You will not find one question from Bacon every year in the question paper. Despite knowing that, the student will keep on making notes which will at the end can just be considered as a waste of time. So please remember, भावनाओं में बह के notes नहीं बनाने हैं. It's so easy to get carried away when you find a topic so interesting, but you have to keep your focus on exam relevancy. That means your note should be concise, to the point, and it should be based on what's actually asked in the exam. And that's the reason why I keep telling students that you have to keep referring to the PYQs. If you have got my UGC NET Paper 1 book, after each of the units, I give you PYQs. Okay, and the reason why I've included so many PYQs after each unit is that I want students to first see what kind of questions are being asked in PYQs and then start their preparation. Otherwise, at times, you will keep on remembering a lot of misinformation or irrelevant information that is never asked in the exam. By the way, if you're looking for video lectures that can explain the plot of all the important works and writers who are asked in UGC NET English exam, then you can consider enrolling in my online course for UGC NET English. We are proud to launch India's first animated video course wherein I explain over 4,000 topics in a very engaging way. Plus, for each of these topics, I give you exam ready notes so that you don't have to put in efforts to make notes. For more details, you can check out the description box. Friends, the next important tip is about how you should make notes. And the most important thing when it comes to making notes is that you have to write in pointers, in bullet points, rather than in paragraphs. A big mistake students make is copying everything word for word from books. But tell me, are you a Xerox machine? Of course not. The whole point of making notes is to summarize and simplify, and not to rewrite everything. Think about it. I recently wrote this UGC NET Paper 1 book, and while making notes, if you're going to copy everything that is written in my book, how will your notes be different from my book, from the textbook? मैंने किताब लिख ली है, अब तुम वापस क्यों लिख रहे हो किताब? अगर आप वही चीज कॉपी पेस्ट कर रहे हो अपने कॉपी में, then that doesn't make any difference. The goal is to filter out unnecessary detail, or to make it short and focus on the most important facts that will help you answer UGC NET questions quickly, and that will help you revise your notes at 1/10th speed. That's the reason why remember that your note should be only 20 to 30% of what's there in the book. That means if there is a book which is of 100 pages, your note should not be more than 20-30 pages. A big mistake students make while writing notes is that they are writing long detailed sentences in their notes. This is not an essay writing competition. Instead, your approach should be to break information into short, direct phrases that you can quickly glance during revision. For example, instead of writing Toni Morrison was born in 1947 and is a famous African American writer known for her works on race and identity, you can simply write Toni Morrison, birth this African American writer, race and identity, African American writer, something of this sort, and you done. So, another very interesting thing that I would want to tell you, and let me be very honest. जब आप पैराग्राफ लिखते हो तो आपका वापस उन पैराग्राफ्स को पढ़ने का मन बिल्कुल नहीं करता. Long blocks of text, long paragraphs feel so overwhelming and make revision very, very difficult. But if you use bullet points, you can scan through your notes very quickly without getting tired or distracted. Imagine revising from a huge paragraph versus a few crisp bullet points. Which one is easier? Definitely the bullet points. And if you are still skeptical about it, let me tell you, in my book I have explained each and every content in a very detailed way in paragraphs, but then after each chapter I've given a one-page summary which only contains bullet points, and I call them chapter highlights, and that is a perfect tool for you to revise. So anybody who's preparing for UGC NET paper 1, I have actually demonstrated how you can make notes in a very concise manner. Some students have also seen they write pages and pages of notes thinking it will help them understand better. But in reality, long notes waste a lot of your time because you have to spend extra hours rereading them. So it's not just the time that you spend in writing them, but then you have to also take in consideration the time that you will spend rereading them. Reading bullet points are very, very easy, but reading long paragraphs are like, this is something that is very, very time taking. So your goal should be to make your notes as concise as possible while still keeping them very, very meaningful. In fact, when you come across important definitions, don't copy them word for word. Just write the keywords that will help you recall the definition later. For example, let's say you're preparing for UGC NET English and there's a definition of metaphor. So metaphor ka definition is, a metaphor is a figure of speech that compares two unrelated things using like or as. So आपने definition में कैसे लिखा notes में, metaphor comparison without like or as. Now, if you have written the entire big definition in a very concise manner, this saves a lot of time. It keeps your notes very, very efficient. And you'll be surprised to know that my online course PDFs that I provide to my students follow the same approach. All the study material with PDF in my online course are based on the same principle where I just give you bullet points. And the notes that I provide are very structured to the point, and they're designed in a way that you can quickly glance through them during revision, and you can do multiple revision if you have such concise and crisp and to the point notes. Okay friends, so now is the time to move to the third tip, and that is on how you can make notes from textbooks on books that you refer for your UGC NET exam preparation. Many students get confused when using books for UGC NET exam preparation, and they keep wondering that should they write separate notes or should they summarize directly in the book? And if these questions are bubbling inside your head as well, then let's clear up these doubts and learn how you can use books smartly without making notes. A lot of students wonder that क्या मुझे बुक में से ही शॉर्ट नोट्स लिखने चाहिए या बुक के अंदर ही मार्क कर लेना चाहिए. So let me tell you that if you have your own personal copy of a book, then you can probably add sticky notes, you can summarize things inside the book itself अगर आपको साइड में स्पेस है. If you're using a library book or a borrowed one, then obviously you will need a separate notebook because you will have to return the book. So you need to have something that you have learned from the book written with you so that you can revise it before going to the exam hall. However, if you don't have time to make notes separately, then I would really suggest you to highlight while you are reading. That in itself is a very good way to make notes, or I would say an alternative to making notes. If you have a good book and it is your own personal book that you will not have to return to somebody before the exam, then rather than making notes, you can highlight the important portion in the book itself. But remember, don't be a lazy reader. हर चीज हाईलाइट मत करना वरना पूरा बुक येलो लगने लगेगा एंड देन देयर इज नो पॉइंट ऑफ हाईलाइटिंग. I have seen a lot of people who would keep on highlighting everything in the book. Again, we have to use the same strategy. Then that only 10 to 20% of what is written on a page should be highlighted, not more than that. Only mark key facts, date, concept that are directly relevant to the UGC net questions. Otherwise, अगर कोई चीज आपको समझाने के लिए बुक में लिखी है तो उसे आपको हाईलाइट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Another important thing that you have to remember here is that whenever you solve mock test or watch an important explanation on YouTube, you might come across additional insights that aren't mentioned in the book. Let's say you're reading a book, अब आपने कुछ मॉक टेस्ट दिए या आपने यूट्यूब पे कुछ वीडियोस देखे और उसमें कुछ ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट आपको मिले जो बुक में नहीं है. So instead of making separate notes elsewhere, you can write all these pointers down on a sticky note and place them on the relevant page. This way, the next time you revise the topic, all the information about that particular topic is going to be in one place. Okay. Now, another thing that we discussed was that notes should not be a copy of your book. So, a lot of students have this habit that if they are reading a book and if I ask them to make notes, then अगर book 500 पन्ने की है तो उनके notes 480 पन्ने के होंगे. That is not the intention and that is not an ideal way to make notes. If a book chapter is 10 pages long, your note should ideally be 2 or 3 pages maximum. Only extract the most important facts, theories and explanations that are useful for the exam and write them down in keywords or bullet points format. Okay. Now, another interesting thing that I will want to share before we move on to the next point is that in my UGC NET Paper 1 book, I have given chapter highlights at the end of each chapter, and these are nothing but super concise summaries of each chapter which you can use to revise the chapter. So if you have that book with yourself, make sure that you go through the chapter highlights because that is going to make your revision journey so much easy and so much more effective. The fourth important tip is to make notes in your own language. One big mistake students make is copying and pasting text from books or PDFs into their notes. But tell me, if you don't understand something while writing it, how will you remember it while revising it? That's why your note should be in your own words, simple, clear and easy to recall. You would be surprised that in my UGC NET Paper 1 book, I have given so many references of Bollywood movies and pop culture. Why? Because I would want students to understand the concept, grasp a concept rather than just mucking it up. Because the nature of UGC NET question paper has evolved so much that it is now very, very conceptual in nature. So if you are not conceptually clear in your head, you cannot answer most of the questions that you will see in the question paper. That's why it is very important that you write in your own language so that it becomes easier for you to remember. When you explain something in your own way, your brain processes the information much better. Think about it. When you tell a story to a friend, do you repeat it word by word from a book? No, you put it in your own words and that's why it's easier to recall. And the same theory applies to notes as well. And again, another very important thing that I have already mentioned before as well, don't copy and paste like a Xerox machine. Notes लिखने हैं, Xerox नहीं करने. We have enough Xerox machines in the world. We don't need another human Xerox machine. So if you just copy what's written in the book or what's written in a PDF that you found on Telegram channel, you're not actually understanding the concept. And you're going to struggle to recall it in the exam. Because exam में आपको notes की bundle लेके जाने नहीं मिलेगा. आपको अपने दिमाग में चीजें रख के जानी है. इसीलिए उस language में लिखो जिस language में आपका दिमाग समझ सके. So instead, read the topic, understand it, and then write it in your own words. Another thing that I like to add here is that please add practical life examples to your notes. The best way to understand and remember difficult topic is by connecting them to real life examples. This way, your brain will remember the concept and retain it for a very, very long period. You will see in my UGC NET Paper 1 book as well, I have done the same thing. I've added so many real life examples as well as I have given you different mnemonics and learning shortcuts or different tricks and tips to recall difficult concepts or to recall the chronology of certain concepts. Because by going through these examples and these learning shortcuts, you will understand the concept better, will never forget it. Plus, these learning shortcuts or tricks that I'm sharing with you is going to be in your brain on the day of the exam, and it makes mugging up so much more easier because at time आपको कई चीजें समझने के बाद उसे याद करना होगा. उसके लिए जितने ज्यादा आप नेमोनिक्स या फिर लर्निंग शॉर्टकट्स का यूज करेंगे उतना आसान होगा आपके लिए चीजों को याद करना. Okay, so now we have almost come to the end of the video wherein we are going to discuss the fifth and final tip, which is about where should you make your notes. Now, this is a very common question among students that should I use a notebook? Should I use digital notes? What's the best way? And the answer is very simple. जहाँ comfortable हो, जैसे comfortable हो, उस तरीके से notes बनाओ. The key is to stay organized so that you don't waste time searching for your notes later. Now, if you're using a notebook, keep it organized. If you prefer writing by hand, make sure your notes are in one dedicated copy. Don't use loose pages जो आपके इधर उधर scatter हो जाए, because scattered notes का कोई फायदा नहीं है. Imagine needing a topic during revision and spending 10 minutes just searching for it. What a waste of time, right? Instead, keep your notes in a single notebook or properly filled sheets. Ruled versus unruled, कई लोग पूछते हैं ruled में बनाना है, unruled, normal, blank sheets पे बनाना है, कोई भी चलेगा. As long as you are comfortable writing in it, the key is to keep everything in one place so that you can easily add more information or remove outdated notes. Now, another very important thing that I would want to tell you is that if you're comfortable with technology, making digital notes is a great option. eNotes is a software that I used during my UGC NET preparation, and मैंने तब से आज तक हमेशा eNotes पे ही अपने notes को update किया है. Because it's very easy to edit, search and organize. You don't have to flip through pages to find something. You can just directly type a keyword and it is going to fetch you the data. You can use different apps like Evernote, Google Keep, or even Microsoft OneNote. All of these apps will help you to find information quickly, to quickly update things, to delete redundant information, and it's going to make the entire process so much more easy. For example, let's say you've prepared notes on Khushwant Singh, who is a writer that is frequently asked in UGC NET English. And later you want to edit something about his novel Train to Pakistan. Now, in a physical notebook, you will have to flip through pages and find out कि आपने खुशवंत सिंह पे कहाँ लिखा है. But in digital notes, you just have to press Ctrl F, type train, and instantly it is going to search through all of your notes and exactly tell you the pages where the word train is mentioned. So it's going to be super fast and super efficient. So guys, if you have any other note making tips, I would love to know in the comment section. And I think others would also get benefit from the same. People would love to know how are you making notes and how have those note making strategies helped you fine tune your preparation. So that's it from my side for this video lecture. We'll keep meeting soon in the next video lecture. Till the time we meet next, happy learning, keep loving literature, and stay tuned to arpitakarwa.com.